Welcome to the 24 months blog market and competitive analysis workbook. I'll be walking you through how to complete this and where to put emphasis on. After this workbook is done, you should have the ability to know your industry, your target market, and your brand, and also your marketing strategy for your company. Each of these tabs here are hyperlinked to the section on a different tab. They'll take you there, and then these will take you back to this main page. So let's get started. We'll start here. You just enter in your company name, date founded. You could either do the year or the actual specific date, your physical address if you have one, and then your website if you have one as well. If you don't have a website but have a Facebook page, go ahead and just put that in there as well. Alright, and this next section is defining your target market. This is very important to complete, and a lot of small businesses don't spend the time identifying who their target market is, and they go about their business just kind of running around everywhere and not analyzing actually who they're reaching or why. And so this section right here is really focusing on the who, and it's kind of who your best customer is. If you have a customer that you're really trying to reach, who are they? Where do they live? Are they male, female? Are they married with children? What's their occupation and career goals? All these play into who a person is, and my suggestion as a small business owner is you're reaching real people, and the more you can identify with those people and who you're reaching out with, it's going to help you in the long run and stay focused and grow and know what you're doing. The next is the what. What are you offering your products? And I mean, what products are you offering? And taking into consideration what products you're offering in your industry, is there education that needs to be taken place? If so, what education needs to be taken place? And what's the motivation behind them needing your product or service? And other questions such as what type of customer service do they like or expect? This is different by industry. Some people don't want after the sale contact, other people want follow-up. So you need to know your company and your industry. And also another note here is you could change, go ahead and if there's a question that you feel is specific to your company and industry, go ahead and just delete one of these, or if you know how, add one. And after you answer these questions, write a summary statement right here as to the who and the what, when, where, and why. But it's important to sum up each of these areas into a sentence or two. But go through each of these areas and really spend some time. This area is extremely important and often looked over. And the goal here is to be able to find, throughout this whole business plan, to be able to find your company, your industry, and your competitive advantage within your industry and how you're going to compete. So the next part we go into is the market landscape. And here we're going to look at two areas that I feel are important to helping you understand how you're going to grow. The first one is the growth in your industry, and if you read through here, you see that I say that growth is not important necessarily, but you need to know if you're growing or if you're the industry is kind of reclining in the growth or declining, and how you're going to compete in those areas. If it's declining and you know your revenues are going to go down, you need to figure out how you're going to make up that difference. And this is important to succeeding as a company and putting together a complete plan. The next area is how you're the industry is being shaped by your target market. This is the who in up here in the target market. How are they shaping your industry right now? Is it that they demand great customer service and low prices? They have expectations, and your goal is to figure out how you're going to compete in that industry. Are you going to exploit an area, let's say, that customer service is lacking? Are you going to bring excellent customer service to the industry and compete that way? Or are you bringing a new product? If you're bringing a new product, you're going to need to educate the market, and you're going to need to basically establish the industry. Um, and so, kind of these two boxes here are to summarize either the growth and also the the information you have to back that up, and also the market strategy and how you plan to compete and what your overall goal is. Next, you want to add a customer description. This would be 2 to 3 sentences, and just describing your company. This next section is your service line or product line description. Just go ahead and put in the name and then describe the product. This next section is important. You're going to go through and do some either on the internet, and I'll have some blog posts about internet search strategies on my blog at 24monthsblog.com. But what you want to do here is put in the name, years in business. You could either find this on their Facebook page or even on their website, or if you know firsthand, just put in a number there. You could use Google here for the miles from your location. Just put in your address and theirs and see how close they are. Enter in their storefront address, their website address, and then if they book or sell online, enter in yes here. And then you could put in all their major products or services offered. Do they appear busy? Type in yes or no. Their business partners, if they mention any on Facebook or on their website. Enter in what they can do better than you, and then do they appeal to your target market? Put yes or no here. So these three right here, it's important that you put a yes or no because it's going to do some averages down here in your statistics. So you want to do that. The next we have the competitive analysis. This is really important. This is many business schools or business students have gone through these exercises. Some are better than others, but the important thing that you want to do here is look at your strengths and weaknesses. Your strengths are going to be internal and your weaknesses are internal, while your opportunities and threats are external. So let's look briefly at a strength. Your strength here would be you have a strong management company. So, I mean, that's definitely internal. Not every company has strong management, but maybe yours does. You have an efficient manufacturing process that's internal to you. Weaknesses, I mean, same thing. You have outdated machines or you have outdated processes. It's going to be a financial strain. Um, Maybe that's going to be a weakness to your company. Your management's young. That could be either a weakness or a strength, but just analyze it per your company, but make sure the strengths and weaknesses are internal. Opportunities, this could be there's poor customer service. So you see that being something that your customers demand and somewhere you're going to exploit. Same thing with the weaknesses, these are external. And then your market analysis summary. This is going to combine your competitor section, your market landscape, and your competitive analysis all together. And you want to make sure everything kind of meshes together and it makes sense. You want to describe your overall market analysis, so your clients, the industry as a whole, and then how your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities and threats play into that. This next section, you're going to put in the owner, so yourself, and then your top 5 employees or critical function areas. It could either be you could put employee 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and just put what their areas are going to be. All right, and this next section is the marketing and sales section. So I know we breeze through this area up here, but it's going to take you a few hours to really dig in and define your clients, your target audience, and then also find the information on your competitors and just really think about this. Um, and then we finally get down here to the marketing sales. What you could do is copy these directly from up top at the beginning of the worksheet, but I have some sample, just like some sample profiles of the who that I put in here, and then an example strategy. So what you're going to do is you're going to just delete these out and then put in your answers there. And then you're going to write a strategy of how you're going to reach that person. And what I've done is taken this area right here and put it into a strategy that I would do that I feel at this time would reach my target client. Same thing that I did with the what, the when, and the where. And after you're done with this, if you don't want the example strategy here, you can just go ahead and highlight, right click, and hide. And then it'll just print out your summary strategy. But it's in there to help you kind of get at where I'm wanting you to go with your summary statement. And then right here, it kind of puts it all together. It puts the who, what, when, where, and why. And this is just an area that helps you look at all of your answers from above and see if it. So it will populate text here in all these areas, but gives you the ability to see, okay, does it all mesh together? Does my target market match my industry? And where I'm going to reach them and where and why they're going to look for my product. Does it all make sense? And once it all makes sense, and then you're kind of done with this area. And this really takes some time. Spend some time doing this and knowing all these areas. And then once you're done, you have all of this information will populate here. And all you have to do is print, and you have a nice business plan. And then this area right here, this will pull in basically your name from your business name, and it'll say, for instance, if it's 24 months blog, it'd be 24 months blog marketing competitive analysis. So there you have it. If you have any questions, you can email me at daniel@24monthsblog.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, have a good day.